Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Getting set. Here's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. He's moving out of the pocket now. Under pressure, just lets it go. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. On the run, going to heave it downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
How about that? First play of the game in a playoff game, you take a shot downfield and you hit it for big yards. Now you got some momentum here early in the game.
This one will be fair caught. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They're going to run it. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. A dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
We call the counter run here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in and stretches this defense out wide, it creates some vertical seams for big plays.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. The pocket breaking down. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he's in the clear down the right side, end zone ahead. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Vols. Lining up to try the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out. It's Thomas. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And there's the handoff. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. The back's got it. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
On a big hit there? I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
Check this out. The offense still on the field going for it inside their own 30. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He'll take a deep shot here. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Using his legs, it's Selden. Breaking through defenders. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
PAT puts them in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. The linebacker shifting around now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
LSU has moved into the red zone. A handoff to the back. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Ball handed off. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. An offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Here comes some more big bodies after the defense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
After a long drive, it's a third down. Is it a touchdown or a field goal? This is a 4-point play. They'll toss it to the right side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's fourth and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lewis. Tried to make something happen on the return, but steps out at the 23. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning, a chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. To throw, it's Ayamaleva. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Takes the handoff and tests the left side.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Same tailback, another carry. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Looking for his back. Looks left and finds his target there. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT puts them up 3. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. Receiver makes the grab. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So one play moves the ball to the 38. Another first down. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Snags the quick throw. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's caught. It's Matthews. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I mean, the defense knew coming into this game that this guy was going to be a handful. They got to change things up. This guy's already got over 100 yards in this game, and we're in the first half.
And he knocks it right through the uprights. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Vols will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Bringing it out, it's Thomas. Took a shot at the return, but steps out of the 24. Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's a big stop here by this defense. Tie game, just getting into the second half, make some good adjustments, good awareness there on that 3rd down play, and now it sets up for 4th down.
They've converted 1 of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Keeping it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Receiver in motion now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up the 1st down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the single back takes the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He lets it go on the move. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Finds his man. It's Brown. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
And is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. They'll try to add the lead now with PAT. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Extra point splits the uprights. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. Now the handoff. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. And the quarterback will just sneak it now.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. 4th down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And here's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd.
wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the run moves the ball up to the 33. One of those critical third down plays coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He shreds the tackle. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Second down and goal upcoming. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. He's running out of time here. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. A pop pass on the jet sweep. A quick juke. Touchdown Tigers. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. Now just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
Bringing it out, it's Lewis. He steps out of bounds at the 24, not quite getting back to the 25-yard line. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And here comes a deep shot. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. Touchdown, Fowles. Made the defense look slow that time. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Bringing nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Boy, when you're running your quote-unquote 4-minute offense, it's a combination of working the clock and getting productive yards. They were doing that. And then to end it with a fumble just ruins that opportunity. Now you give your opponent a chance to not just get the recovery, but a chance to go down and win the game.
And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Offense facing second and goal. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Volunteers. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter. Well, no surprise for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. Trying to extend the play. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Well, hurry to the line here with the clock running. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. And they'll use the ground game here. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial 4th down play. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Quick throw to his receiver. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. The offense threatening. Close to the goal line with a new set of downs. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. The Salts were able to bring him down quickly. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Here the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, LSU.
Now you've got a big decision. What a great touchdown. But think about it. If you kick the extra point, you tie the game up, probably go to overtime. Or if you roll the dice and go for 2 and potentially win the game.
And they need the PAT now to even the score heading to halftime. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out, it's Lewis. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Takes the handoff. It's Selden. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. Second down after that previous play. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. He's found some room at the 45. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. So here comes our first play of overtime. And on the carry, he's heading left. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick catch. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, the defense loads up.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. It's a run to the left. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. A pop pass on a jet sweep. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Can he reach the end zone? And it's a touchdown! You're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for two and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for two right here.
So one overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. Tough to show, but a sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
So the offense has a first and goal now here in the second overtime. They go with a direct snap. Powers through a tackle. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. Coming up, second down and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. So we're set up now for the biggest third down attempt all game. Can the offense punch it in here in overtime? Quarterback making some changes at the line. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. He's got it near the end zone. The reception gets about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
And the field goal is good. And with that, they regain the lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So they line out now knowing a touchdown wins the football game. You need a field goal at least to force another overtime. They'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8. They're going to run it here. Fighting off the defender. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
So a crucial third down. Can the defense make a stop and force a field goal attempt? On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? A pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. So here we go, a critical 3rd down play. This offense eager to keep the drive going and not settle for 3 here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's in. It's a touchdown to win the game. A double overtime classic.
This guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks and the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up.